I'm just out in the garage, early morning. Just thought I'll share something with you. So I'm about to put this engine into the Lancer, just converting it from a 1.8 to a 2 litre. The engine itself, it's pretty standard. It's a VR4 6-bolt, but you know, these engines, they're getting to an age where, although it's healthy, you know, you just want to double check everything. So what I've done before putting the engine into the engine bay, or getting it all assembled and off the stand, is I've just connected the radiator, and I've done a pressure test now. I've already found 3 leaks coming from some hoses, the water feed lines to the throttle body and the turbo. So they're easy fixes. I just really want to make sure that the block side, you know, everything attached to the block, such as a water pump, Welsh plugs, all the hard to access stuff is pretty much sealed. So I'll just show you this. You know, probably spent about 30 minutes to an hour already, just hand pump into the radiator. So putting pressure through a hand pump via the radiator cap, pressurizing the whole cooling system. I've looped back the heater hoses, which will connect to the car itself, the heater coil. But basically pumping air in, getting air to pressurize. Normally it's fluids, but air is much thinner. So any leaks I should be able to identify. And I'm using, you could use soapy water or whatever, but I'm just using an aerosol leak detector, which is pretty much like soapy water. Good stuff, worth having. So I'll show you quickly what I found. So a good, say, 1 minute of hand pumping. I've got about 7 psi of pressure in the cooling system. Check that out. So, you know, these ones here, they're fine. Basically, that 1 hour is well spent. You know, that's a very hard to reach position. If the motor is in the block, the motor was in the engine bay, and gearbox on, starter motor, you know, firing it up, getting the engine to warm up, getting the coolant circulating, I would have had to pretty much pull the engine out again and replace that Welsh plug. So I guess the main message is it's worth taking your time, doing a few checks during the build process. Don't expect everything to be perfect at the very beginning. You know, do your quality checks, simple things that could save you a lot of time. It might take you a bit more time initially, but in the long run, it's going to save you time, you know, towards the end. That basically saves me a good, you know, 4 hours of dropping the engine. You know, it depends how far I got. If I put the loom on, you know, attached all the electrical, you know, got it to a point where exhaust is connected, etc. It just means undoing all that and replacing that Welsh plug. Anyway, that's it from me. I'll have some fun this weekend, get this thing in and hopefully running. See you later.